What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fomo Factory. Sorry, I'm a little late today. But nevertheless, let's talk about altcoins again. Why? Because that's what we all love, of course, and we want to get the best entries. But what exactly are the best entries? Well, let's take a deep dive into it and show you a couple of charts that might put some things in perspective as well. As far as today, before we dive into the altcoins, because I want to review the comments that you guys gave me on the channel. If we dive into this, the DXY is falling quite hard, which is usually a very bullish sign for crypto. In this case, Bitcoin is not really responding, but in the last couple of days, the dollar has been collapsing. And it looks like it broke this support of 100.7, give or take, right? We now at 100.2. Can it be that we fall all the way back down to 98? And it doesn't sound like all the way, but that's quite of a big move, which is quite bullish for Bitcoin, of course. Bitcoin responded a little bit with some green daily candles, but nothing too crazy so far. However, if you look at the S&P, then you'll see that it is really going up. So stocks are doing well. Crypto is sideways. DXY is down. That's basically what it is. While Bitcoin is going sideways, the Bitcoin dominance is also pretty much going sideways at the same level as where it was, well, 3 weeks ago. So nothing really changed about that. So we can also say that about the altcoin market, nothing has really changed, right? The altcoin market on its Bitcoin pair is still sitting at 0.56. Now, my expectation is that it should be, around this area, right? It's a big range right here. And again, for the people that have no idea, this is the complete altcoin market on its Bitcoin pair, right? So it means that if my prediction comes true, that the altcoin market in general could fall somewhere between 30% and 50% against Bitcoin. If Bitcoin stays the same, then that means that altcoins are going to fall 30 to 50% on their dollar pair. But if Bitcoin, like always, also goes down, it means that altcoins can easily fall down another 70%. So therefore, I've been saying for a long time, be careful with altcoins at least. But it also depends on your strategy. Like if you gotten me wrong over the last couple of days, weeks, months, year, then let me put it like this. I am not saying don't buy altcoins, right? Maybe I have a YouTube thumbnail somewhere that says that though, but that's not really what I mean. If you have no position in an altcoin whatsoever, and you do know that it's a very good project, you can, of course, DCA. Matter of fact, I dollar costed today in IMX myself. So I have bought an altcoin. Not a lot of people are used to that, I guess. So, but why did I do that? Well, it's mostly because if I really like a project and I feel like, man, it could fall down more than what it did right now, right? But I'm not sure about that, because are we sure about anything in crypto? No. Then why not dollar cost a little bit, right? And that's what I did, because if I look at IMX Bitcoin, it's sitting at its lowest level. Right? IMX Bitcoin is sitting at its lowest level. And there are a lot of people that say, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, and they scream it all the time. Basically, I got the best entry so far ever, right? Although, if you look at IMX dollar, you could say, yeah, but it was 36 cents and it's now double, right? I still got a better entry. Because Bitcoin is now higher, right? Bitcoin is now higher than what it was over here, for example. So although IMX on its Bitcoin pair, is the same or even lower, on its dollar pair, it was way higher over here, right? It's very simple. So that's what I, now did. And I do still think that IMX, and in this case, any altcoin, but in this specific case, IMX can go down way more. Like it's now 70 cents. Can it go to 30? Yeah, easy. Of course, sure. But if I have like $100 to invest in total in IMX, and I bought 20, right? Okay, I can better talk in percentages. I dollar cost about 20% right now, right? Because what if I'm completely wrong about everything and this time is different, right? I don't think this time is different, but I'm also not putting all my eggs in one basket, right? So what I think is that all the altcoins are just going down against Bitcoin like it usually does in every bear market so far. But what if for some reason it doesn't, right? I think this chance is 5% though. But what if that 5% is true? Then I miss out on everything, right? And for me, it's worth to now at this level look at it and be like, well, okay, right? If it does come down even further, it's fine. I have 80% left to buy right there. And if it does move from here, I'm riding that wave with 20%, and I can always buy that breakout to stack up even more, right? So that's kind of what I'm doing. But overall, I do think that altcoins are set to go a lot lower. If we look at, because this is IMX on its Bitcoin pair, right? But if we, for example, look at Bitcoin on its IMX pair, then you'll see this, right? This might give you a slightly better idea, right? So Bitcoin went up 7x against IMX, right? So what does that mean? Here, you could have bought 6,000 something IMX for 1 Bitcoin, all right? Now you can buy 43,000 IMX for that same Bitcoin, right? So I bought a lot, right? All the people that bought here, they paid way more and I got the same, right? And it's at resistance right here, right? Some coins, look at Vulcan Forged. This is in price discovery mode. I also wanted to buy more Vulcan Forged, but I am truly in the opinion that it can go way higher than where it is right now, right? AKA Vulcan Forged against Bitcoin or the dollar gets cheaper. But I already have a small bag of this. So in that case, I don't feel like I should buy that. Gala. I mean, if you look at this chart, is this a bullish chart or a bearish chart? This is freaking bullish, right? Making lower lows, making higher lows, higher highs, way above the bull market support band right here. So why, like if Bitcoin does very well against Gala, why would I trade my Bitcoin for Gala now, right? Or my Gala for Bitcoin, you know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So in that case, I'm gonna let it ride out. And if it does come down, I can always then buy Gala, right? And ride the wave, right? Because now also here, Bitcoin did a 18x against Gala, 19 basically, right? So it was for the people that said, no, you should be in altcoins and not in Bitcoin. Well, if you were in Bitcoin, you were off 19x better. That's kind of what it is. Okay, let's dive into some comments. I want to see some altcoins from you. Do you like Sui? I don't like it, but I never really had like, oh, let's check that out. It was a big hype. Unfortunately, I think it's just mostly hype. Arbitrum came at the same moment, give or take, and I think Arbitrum is way better. This is a bot. Now, instead of telling how dumb we are for buying the dip, make a video on how to recover from buying the dips and what do we do. No, you're just stupid. No, just kidding. But it's a good suggestion. We'll do. Yeah, for sure. Not in this video though. I have to prepare such a video, but recover some things. I can definitely make some content about that for sure. Bitcoin might not go above 80K next bull market. That's based on the diminishing returns. If someone had a portfolio with BNB and Polygon in it, it would be a waste of money. You're not going to make 50x with BNB and Matic. Yeah, that's true, but not from the current prices at least. But if you look at this video, when did I make this video? This video is from 25th of September, right? Since the 25th of September, if you look at the altcoin market, and we were in September, which was here, right? Here. Altcoin market has gone a lot lower in the meantime, right? While BNB and Matic were a couple of coins, like these were, well, two of the few exceptions that actually hold up, right? It's not about making a 50x necessarily, especially not in a bear market. That should not be your priority. but Bitcoin might not go above 80K next bull market. I don't know, man. I do agree that there are diminishing returns. That's for sure. But if you look at Bitcoin, right, what it did so far all the time, like here, it's for example went from bottom to top, did a 17x. Here from bottom to top, did 130x. Here from bottom to top, did a 22x, 23x. Here from bottom to 80K would be like a 5x. I know about the diminishing returns, but that's a lot of diminishing returns, right? That's a lot. So yeah, I don't know exactly about that though. Okay, let me check. All right. I'm happy for people. Yeah, I made this video about crypto banter, and someone said like I learned from them. It doesn't mean you cannot learn from them though. If you're really new in crypto, it's not that these guys don't know anything, right? They do know some stuff, but they just like very clickbaity and very changing their mind all the time and stuff like that. And the people that follow them for a long time, they just don't know what's up with them anymore. DCA your altcoins and you are the winner. Depends on when you start DCAing. Moonbeam is a wrecked coin. No need to invest in that. Yep. I don't like Moonbeam really. Yeah, agree. I mean, if you look at Moonbeam, then it's pretty clear, right? That on its dollar pair, it's coming down hard. On its Bitcoin pair, it's coming down hard. This thing is making lower lows every single time I make a video, and I see it. Right, every single time. So now Moonbeam is like, and I don't see the fundamentals behind it of being a successful layer one as well. Buy the dip, don't listen to this guy. Have you been listening? No, please, bro. What the fuck, bro? You will wreck people. Oh, he's just hating on me. His point is, stop fudding altcoins. Naka is 2x, and like, okay, again. That altcoin that there are okay, please understand this. There are always altcoins that do better or worse than average, right? Of course, in a bear market, there's always a handful of altcoins that do well. Doesn't mean it's no bear market just because a couple of like same story in a bull market. You also have altcoins that don't do well. Doesn't mean it's not a bull market or anything, right? If you again, look. How altcoins, and forget about the dollar for a while. Fuck the dollar, right? If you look at how altcoins are doing against Bitcoin, right? Crashing 50% so far in a couple of months, in half a year. Crash down, right? So why would you not been in Bitcoin here? You would have saved yourself 50% of your complete capital, right? That's the whole point. So that's kind of what it is. And yeah, if you say keep buying the dip, yeah, buy the dip. What has it gotten you so far, right? So far nothing, right? And now we come at levels that I think like, okay, if you do not have a bag of anything which is really good, my dollar cost a small amount of my money, small amount, right? But if you have been doing that for the last year, you got nothing but wrecked. Yeah, and of course, again, there are always exceptions, but you do not know beforehand what these exceptions are going to be. Because I can dare you that the 3 coins that you mentioned right here are not the only coins that you bought, right? It's not possible that basically almost every altcoin is going down and you bought the exact couple of exceptions that did went up, right? Like, yeah. But again, of course, there's always, if you look at Injective, you said, for example, like there are always altcoins that look well, right? First came down really hard again, and then it went up. Yeah, if you were here, great, right? Great, that's beautiful, right? But then you bought the dip. You had to write the half of this to play even, and now you are in profit. And the risk was way higher because most altcoins, they still look like this. Beforehand, you don't know which altcoins this is going to do. And again, it's not because it's a good altcoin, right? There are a lot of good altcoins that are still down because that's just the market, right? So it has something to do with luck, bro. Let us know when the total 3 is in a good buying range for alts. Yeah. So yeah, it depends which chart you're looking at. Like I said, I look at a couple different charts because if you look at the total 3 itself, right, we have to see how this week plays out. But total 3, again, it broke out right here, right? We broke out, came down, and the next week was green, right? It was the other way around. We broke out green, ended the day, ended the week under this line. Yeah, it might still happen. I mean, it's Thursday, right? We have like almost 4 days to go this week. But still, if this is a breakout of the total 3 finally, they can still say like, okay, Bitcoin did this 7 months ago already, right? Like, whoopsie fucking do. And what happened in the last cycle, we broke out finally. And nevertheless, that was February 2019, March 2020, we were at the same level. Right, so a breakout is nice, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be in a bull run, though. So be a little careful with that, because that's what people thought here, right? And then it depends what you call a bull run. Again, it's a clear bear market. Yeah, in my opinion, this is just a sideways market because you go up a lot, but we also come down a lot again, right? It was a lower low, and then it was the bull market. I think we are somewhere in this phase right now. Right? So dollar costing over this complete area is fine now, I think. But still, against Bitcoin, it might go down very hard. So why would you buy alts? Because Bitcoin is higher reward and lower risk. So, this guy is flooding my YouTube channel. One question I have is, when did most alts start running compared to Bitcoin? After the peak of Bitcoin or on the way up? It's like a halfway. It's like kind of halfway. First, we had half the Bitcoin bull market. Here. First, we had like, if you look at altcoins again on their Bitcoin pair, for example, right? This was the best place to buy them. That was the first week of 2021. Right? That was the moment to convert your Bitcoin into altcoins. But if we look at the first week of 2021, that was here, right? That was what Bitcoin went, was here, this candle, right? That was where Bitcoin went from 3K to 35, 36. So Bitcoin already did a 12x. That was the moment. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen right now, right? Doesn't necessarily mean that. But it does show you, I mean, Bitcoin is leading the bull runs. That's just what it is. Whales need liquidity to get out. You need to be watching the sharks. They time the market. I kind of agree with that statement, yeah. The cycle is more looking like the 2016-2018 bull market for me. Bitcoin is constantly up, no major pullback, super cycle wave 3. Yeah, but 2016, 2018 is a big range, right? I mean, that was, let me get the other chart right here. That was here. So 2016, 2018, look, 2016 started here. That was where the bull run already started, right? But we are not there, and that's very simple because, and that's also very simple to not compare because we are in the pre-halving year, right? Next year is the halving. We are in that pre-halving year, right? In the 4-year cycle, it's 2024. We had the halving in 2020, and we had the halving in 2016. If we are in the pre-halving year, then we can compare to 2015, right? And it makes sense. We just came out of this, and now in 2015, we have this big leg up, right? Here or here, wherever you want to take it. Yeah, in both cases, we went down again. And if we look at the pre-halving year right here, right? This is a year before the halving, this the halving, right? But if we look at that, then it also looks a lot the same, right? We went all the way down right here, all the way down. Right, we had that big red candle that marked kind of the bottom. Well, it could have been this one, right? Then we go sideways for a while, Then we go one leg up, sideways, two legs up, sideways, three leg ups, and then down. Well, one leg up, sideways, two, sideways, three, right? And then we went just down, 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 slowly, tried again, bam, down, just before the halving. We are following and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but so far we're following exactly what we did right there. It's scary how similar it is, right? So I don't know, comparing the pre-halving year to the full bull market year, I don't know. Did we skip this? It could be that it's different again, but I don't know, man. About this time is different. I'm not a fan of thinking like that, because then you cannot look at charts. Then fundamentals don't matter as well. Like, then you're just doing something. It's quite dangerous, basically. Why wouldn't you just buy Caspa? I'm not so fan of Caspa. That's one. I don't like. I think there are better similar projects than Caspa. And two, as well, yeah, I don't know, man. If I look at, should be a better chart than this. Let me go with Kucoin, and let me go with, does it have a Bitcoin pair? It doesn't even have a Bitcoin pair, whatever. Jesus Christ, give me a normal chart. Well, you can at least see that Caspa is like really mooning right now. And why I don't buy it? Well, it's simple. It's a bear market, right? We have a lot of cheap coins right now. We have a lot of good opportunities to buy at really low levels. Why would I pick the exact same thing that is sitting at these high levels, right? Then there's way more downside than upside. So yeah, no, I'm happy to look at such a chart and be like, oh yeah, this is such a coin. It didn't moon that much, by the way, but, well, did, not on this chart. But I look at this and I feel like, okay, well, this one I missed out on. Fuck that. Next, there are so much opportunities. So yeah, I don't get emotions in here. The more you tell me about strategy, the better I understand. Awesome, man. This guy... What the fuck are you talking about? I'm being bearish in a bear market. What else am I supposed to do, dude? Yeah. Okay. Tell us your opinion about the SEC trying to FUC? You mean sue? FUD? Well, I do know what you mean, I guess. Solana, Matic, ADA, and all securities, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Well, yeah, the thing is, like, I don't think that these... Look, Solana is a huge project. ADA, Matic, they all have money. They can settle. They can do something, right? These are projects that I think they will probably survive. So I don't really care about that. In the short term, it might cause a huge crash for these coins, of course, because, like, if they don't, go on these exchanges anymore, then nobody buys these tokens and people get scared and they only sell them. So it's like, yeah, then my opinion is find out if you think that the project will survive. And if it does, then this might be the reason for the best buying opportunity you can get. Engine Starter, Altura, yeah, some coins definitely did well. Yeah. Okay, yeah, whatever. Let me check. Yeah, if I really have to review coins, and I'm really have to look into it, I'm not going to put that in this video because, yeah, it takes time to to research because I'm putting it on YouTube, right? And I don't want to do like 5 minutes research and then like, here you go. I want to know what I'm talking about, of course. By the way, I don't make this video too long, but I will make a follow-up right after this and put that video out for tomorrow, okay? Because there's a lot to talk about, but I don't want to make a video of an hour. Last time, I'm on Games for a Living, big time, studying for now. Games for a Living is doing crazy. Yeah, it's released by Cedify, and it's really doing well in this bear market right here. It's especially if you consider that they have a lot of vesting going on at this moment, right? That's quite crazy. So I was in the pre-sale and I made some money off of it, definitely. But I sold way earlier than here though, because usually, projects that release in a bear market with hard vesting, tend to go down. Games for a Living is that exception. Yeah, and they have the crypto dream team. There's no gaming project with a better team behind it. So Games for a Living, crazy. I just feel like, man, should I buy now? Nah, I'm gonna wait for a good buying opportunity. But if I look where this wick was going, exactly to the 0.618, yeah, this was such an opportunity maybe. But it's not far from there. But with the current vesting, I have to really look into that. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for this video. Tomorrow I will drop another one where I'll review the rest. So, and if you want me to do more of those, leave a comment with some altcoins you would like me to check out, or just open up a discussion with me. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Maybe I can learn from that. I mean, yeah, that's what we do for each other, right? All right, please like the video and I'll see you tomorrow.